Hello, 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 my brothers and sisters. How you doing this beautiful evening? We are at the weekend. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in to the dinner table with your brother Tony. Your brother Tony is so happy to be here with you, my brothers and sisters. So come on in, come on in. The dinner table is set and the food is very hot and it's going to be nutritional. Come in and get some of this good soul food tonight. If this is your first time being at the dinner table, come on in with my brothers and sisters. They'll move over for you. My friends and more family members, if you haven't been here, come on in. And I want you to sit down and enjoy this good meal that we're about to have tonight. If this is your first time at the dinner table, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tony M. Toomer, and I speak about relationships or on relationships. When I talk about relationships, I believe strongly that a man and a woman need God in a relationship. And when I say that, I go to the book of Genesis. God had a unique relationship with the man Adam. He had a unique relationship with the woman Eve. He represented the woman to the man, and in the presence of God, the man Adam said, in a reference to Eve, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman because she came from man. That's the type of relationship I strongly believe in. Now, if you're at dinner table and you believe in some other type of relationship, you have what is called free will. You can do whatever you choose to do. But if you sit at the dinner table, I basically serve up men and women relationship with God. That is the foundation of relationship. I see you, Sister Flo Harvey Martin. Welcome to the dinner table. How you doing, brother Mose? I see you at the dinner table. How you all doing? How y'all doing? Come on in, brothers and sisters. I want you all to be aware of this. I'm on two different platforms at the same time live. I'm on the book and I'm on the tube. So we have brothers and sisters on two different platforms. So come on in, come on in. I may make a reference to someone on the book. And those of you on the tube, you may not see your brothers and sisters, but I see them. And those of you on the tube, I may make a reference to those on the book. You may not see them, but I see them. But we are still family here tonight, my brother and sister. And we about to get to the menu. And if you go ahead and get ready, and I hope that you all are very comfortable. And this is a good night. We're at the weekend. Some of you may be about to go out, but you can go out after we have this good dinner. You're not going to be kept long, so I'm not going to keep you long. So get ready for this. At the dinner table tonight, we are going to discuss this particular topic on the menu. God will bless you when the wrong person leaves the relationship. Can you believe that, my brother and sister? God will bless you when the wrong person leaves the relationship. Believe me, brother, believe me, sister, God will bless you if you in the wrong type of relationship. Now, some of you brothers, some of you sisters, you may not realize it now as of the present tense. You may not believe it now, but God has the right man. excuse me. God has the right person specifically designed for only you, brother, and you, sister. If you're in the wrong type of relationship, you cannot give up on God. You cannot give up on God. God have that special made designed person to bring into your life. Don't ever think that God will keep that what is good from his sons and daughters. Now, what I'm about to say, listen to this carefully, my brother and sister. What I'm about to say, listen very carefully. And you're going to hear me say this two more times after I say this one time. What I'm about to say, it may not make no sense to you, but it's a blessing when the wrong person reject you and when the wrong person walk away from your life. It is a blessing. I'm a witness. It's a blessing when the wrong person or the wrong people walk out of your life, when the wrong person reject you, my brother and sister. It is a blessing. That's right, Sister Flo. That's good news. God had that special person for you. That's right. Now, why right now at this particular time, my brothers and sisters, it is the weekend, baby. It's the weekend, baby. Why are some of you brothers and why are some of you sisters sitting around, you're moping, you're crying, and you're stretching yourself over someone, whether it be a man or a woman? You're stretching yourself. When that man or woman showed you that he or she don't care anything for you. How you doing, Sister Deborah D. Scott? Why, my brothers and sisters? This is the night. If you ain't got nothing to do, my brothers and sisters, if you ain't got nothing to do, it's nothing wrong with being home. It's nothing wrong with being home. But brothers and sisters, why are you home moping, shedding tears, feeling depressed, eating a bowl of ice cream, looking at a sad movie on TV with some tissue? Why are you feeling that way, my brothers and sisters? You got to start your life tonight. There are some of you brothers and sisters that I'm talking to right at this moment. A person that you might be in a relationship with, he or she is out doing his or her thing. I'm talking mainly to you single brothers and sisters. That person is mainly doing his or her thing. That person has you on the low part of the totem pole. That person does not have you high on his or her priority list. Whereas you put that person high on your priority list. Brother Moses said, just because he or she is a good person, that doesn't mean that the one God has special for you. Amen, Brother Moses. You are exactly right. Now, my brothers and sisters, listen up. Again, what I'm about to say, it may not make no sense to you. It may not, you see this smile I got on my face? It may not make no sense to you, but it is a blessing when the wrong person rejects you and walk away. What do I mean by reject you? That person, that man or woman, they just totally reject you. You all know what being rejected means. That person have put a dent in your heart. That person is messing with you mentally in all kinds of ways. So you feel rejected, right? You feeling rejected. Don't worry about it, brother, sister. You're not the only one that have been rejected before. Even Jesus have been rejected. Okay, Jesus know how it feel to be rejected. But now, my brother and sister, you are dealing with someone that is totally rejecting you, that's totally disrespecting you, that don't care nothing about you, flaunting all kinds of stuff in your face, don't care what you know about him or her. They come in and out of your life when they get ready because they think that you can't do any better. Those type of people just talk to you any kind of way. They don't care about how they talk to you privately. They definitely don't care how they talk to you publicly. They don't care nothing about you. That man and woman is doing his or her thing. Your family, probably your friends have told you get a grip and move on with your life, but you are stuck, brother, with that particular woman. Sister, you are stuck with that particular man, but the question is why? The question is this. Some of you brothers and sisters, you got to look at it like this. That man or woman that's really causing you stress, that man or woman that doesn't care anything about you, that man or woman that talks to you in any kind of way, just treat you like this person just keep throwing fleas on you, my brothers and sisters. They keep throwing fleas on you, throwing fleas on you, because they dogging you out. When you gonna stop being dogged out, my brother and sister? I could tell you when. You could stop it tonight. That's a decision that you, brother, and you, sister, got to make. Sister Taylor said the hurt won't last and God peace will be priced. That, amen, sister. I'm glad you say that, because you know you may cry at the night, but there's joy in the morning, and your morning is here, my brothers and sisters. I'm not here to sell you no snake oil. I'm here to show you some real stuff. God is there. God is there. God is there. As it is written, my brother and sister, in 1 Corinthians 7:15. That 1 Corinthians 7:15, 1 Corinthians 17. It is written, but if the unbeliever depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such a case, but God have called us to what? Peace. This particular scripture is directed at you married brothers and sisters. And you single brother and sister, you can get something out of it. Brother Moses say, you may have to go through some turbulence sometime, but God is going to get the right person to you. Amen, brother. You hit it on the head. Now listen again, my brother and sister. In God's word, 1 Corinthians 7:15, it said, but if the unbeliever depart, I'm talking to you Christian brothers and Christian sisters. If you are in a relationship, a marriage, with a man or woman that doesn't believe, the Bible clearly says, but if the unbeliever depart, that means that person rejecting you, my brother and sister. That person is bamboozling you. That person just going to walk out of your life. The Bible clearly say a brother, which is you, brother, a sister, which is you, sister, I'm talking to you married people now, is not under bondage in such a case. God has called us to peace. When it comes to God, my brother and sister, is peace, and you don't have to live in the Middle East, but it's peace. The Bible clearly said that God is not the author of confusion, but he is of peace. So my brother and sister, when that man or woman walks away from you, when that unbeliever walk away from you, go ahead and cry that last tear. Those pills that some of you all are taking, those depression pills, go ahead, take the top off that depression pill, those depression pills. What kind of pills are we talking about? What are those depression pills that people take when they be real depressed? Let me see what type of those people. It's some depression pill. Some of you all know what I'm talking about. Some of you are taking those depression pill because this person is messing with your mind. So if that person is messing with your mind, but before that person walk out the door, go ahead. That's what it is, Sister Flo. Thank you. Prozac. You brothers and sisters that taking some Prozac because of this man or woman that's messing with your head, go ahead tonight. Take that lid off of that bottle and dump that Prozac, dump it in the toilet and get on God. Let God bring you up. It's time to stop playing, my brother and sister. You got to understand that man or woman, what you made a mistake of, my brother and sister, you made a mistake and you put a man, sister, or brother, you put a woman on a pedestal. That was one of the early things you did. The first thing you did it your way. You decided to get into a relationship with an unbelieving man and an unbelieving woman. And that mean that you didn't go to God. That's all it means. You didn't go to God, so God can handpick that man or woman for you. So you did it your way. So when you did it your way, you thought the relationship was gonna last. You seen some red flags. You ignored it. You ignored it. You ignored it. Now you reaping what you sow. You put that person up on a pedestal, and that person became your idol. And I ain't talking about the American idol. I'm talking about your personal idol. You got that person on the pedestal. That man or woman know that you put them on the pedestal. Now they're gonna dog you out, and that's why you got some of these fleas right now, my brother and sister. It's time to get those fleas off of you. Let that canine walk out your door. That's right, Sister Hall, unequally yoked. Let that canine walk out of the door. And if he or she want to come back and get the bone, go ahead and throw the bone out the door while he or she walking out the door. It's time to stop, my brother and sister, from being unequally yoked tonight. It's time to stop. You got something to live for, my brother and sister. You really do. I'm about to make 3 points, and listen to me carefully. And all of them start with the word stop. Number one, stop thinking that man or woman that the sun rise up and fall, that the sun rise up around and floats around them. That man or woman, the sun does not rotate around that man or woman. You got to stop that tonight, my brothers and sisters. Stop it. The world don't even revolves around that man or woman, but you put that person in that role mentally and emotionally. As of tonight, you need to stop doing it. You understand? When that man or woman come to you tonight, especially single brother and sister, if that man or woman is bothering you mentally right now, stop it tonight. You don't have to get violent. You don't have to fuss. If you living by yourself, you in a good position. If you got to realize while you listen to your brother Tony here is to help encourage you because you can do it. I know because I have walked that walk before, my brother and sister, and look where I'm at today. I got peace. I got peace of mind. And you, my brother and you, sister, I know I'm not no better than you all. Brother, I'm not no better than you. Sister, I'm not no better than you, but I got peace. Brother and sister, when a man or woman playing with your emotions and playing with your mind, they got to be gone. You got to do this. You got to do this. Wash your hands and your shoes, knock the dust off your feet and let them go. Don't even let them back in your home no more. Notice I didn't say your house. I said your home. That's where your peace is at. And I'm going to tell you this, my brother and sister, if you are single and you're living with someone, you're doing wrong anyway. How you doing, Sister Kirkpatrick? Because I used to live with someone when I was not married. How you doing, Sister Monica? Yes, your brother Tony, he had a sinful life, and I know that's going to break some of you all hard, but I lived a sinful life. And I used to stay, no, I didn't used to stay with no woman. Woman used to stay with me. Because I wasn't into no going living with no woman. A woman stayed with me. I did wrong. That's why it didn't work out, because I did wrong. God didn't want me to be shacking up. Sister Flo said, Betty Boo, put Tyrone on a silver platter. That's right, Sister Flo. I did wrong. Like some of you brothers and sisters right now, you single and you don't supposed to be in that house with that man or woman or apartment, wherever you at. And now you want to make up excuses why you can't get out on your own. How you doing, Sister Kirkpatrick? Welcome to the dinner table. Sister Monica, welcome to the dinner table. And you can move. Don't make up no excuses, my brother and sister. How long are you going to hold on to that zero? Stop thinking that man or woman had that the sun rotates around them, the planets, the stars, and you rotating around them. Those are narcissist type of individuals. And you're feeding that man and woman ego. If I'm talking to you, one of you brothers and sisters, let me tell you this. A person that's like that you put on a pedestal in error, more than likely, if you don't know it or not, that man or woman is dealing with someone else. And I got to put it out there. That man or woman that man's sister treating another woman better than you. Brother, that woman is treating another man better than you, but they dogging you out with all those fleas. They leaving the fleas on you. But before they go to that other man or woman, they're going to take a dip and get those fleas off them. They're going to treat them right. Do you understand it, my brother? And do you understand it, my sister? Stop thinking that they're up here and you're not. You are, as a matter of fact, my brother and sister, let me revert back to this scripture that I said in 1 Corinthians 7:15. It said, but if the unbeliever depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such a case, but God has called us to peace. My brother and sister, do you not want peace? Do you not want peace? That man or woman could talk about you. They want to deflate you. Some of those men talking about this, sister, some of those men might be saying you fat. Look at those cellulite. Nobody don't want you. You can't cook. You can't do this. But you doing, but you could do everything contrary to what that person. See, at the beginning, they weren't talking to you like that, right? So they trying to hurt you. They trying to make you feel like a nobody. Some of those men, sister, right now want you to think that they'll be telling you nobody don't want you. And you keep hearing it. Nobody don't want you. Nobody don't want. Look at you. Look at you. You're fat. You out of shape. And his belly is weight. His belly look like he's 9 months pregnant. But he telling you that nobody don't want you. And then some of you brothers, you allow some of these sisters to call you dusty, and that you need to make the bag. You need to make 6 figures. Look at you, you short, you stubby. You need to do something with your life. You got a kindergarten education, and they just past high school, but they talk about you got a kindergarten education, but you taking care of her, brothers. So, brothers and sisters, you got to stop letting these people get into your head trying to bring you down. You know why? Because another thing that you have forgot, you forgot, my brother, and you forgot, my sister, that number 2, stop thinking you can't do better. Again, this is the second point. The first point was stop thinking that the sun rise around this man or woman. The second point is stop thinking you can't do better. Some of you brothers and some of you sisters, you are right now, you think that you can't do better because that man or woman got you down so bad, messed up your mind so bad, and now I'm putting it in your face. You got to come to reality. For those of you that come to the dinner table tonight, I want you all to really listen to this. I done said this phrase 3 times. I'm going to say it again. What I'm about to say, it may not make no sense to you, but it is a blessing when a man or woman rejects you and walk away from you. I know what I'm talking about because I have been there before. That's right, Sister Flo. Better things are coming. And you all got to believe that. I understand the mentality. I understand that mentality. I have walked in that valley before. I understand what some of you brothers and sisters at as of tonight. You see, I survived. You can survive. As a matter of fact, you can go beyond where I'm at, my brothers and sisters. You can go beyond where I'm at. God didn't give up on me. I gave up on myself at one time. I thought I was about to settle. That's right. I'm not about to. I had settled. But God brought me to reality, let me know I'm one of his sons. Brother, you one of God's sons. Sister, you are one of God's daughters. I understand, my brother and sister, when you get mixed up with a worldly man or a woman. I have dealt with worldly women. Some of you brothers have dealt with worldly women. Some of you sisters have dealt with worldly men. Come out from among them. You and that person will never get together on a spiritual level. It's like oil and water. It never mix. It will like light and darkness. It will never mix. Righteousness and unrighteousness, it will never mix. Brother and sister, you are called out. You are better than what you think. You just got to understand this as of tonight. Let's recall who you are. Let's see who you are. Look within yourself. Who is on the inside of you? Jesus is on the inside of you. So if Jesus is on the inside of you, what does that mean? That means that you are somebody. You are a son, a daughter of God, the Most High. And not only that, Jesus is your Lord and Jesus is your brother. You are royalty, my brothers and sisters. You got royal blood in you. When I say royal blood, you have Christ's blood in you. You are royalty. So if you're royalty, my brother and sister, why are you hanging around with the court jester? Why are you hanging around with the world's peasants? Why? I had to ask myself that, why am I doing this? Brother and sister, you ain't got to pursue nobody else. You ain't got to run after nobody else. How you doing, Sister Sherry Eastman? Welcome to the dinner table. You ain't got to do none of that, my brother and sister. It's a blessing when a man or woman leave you and reject you. You may hurt. I'm not saying you won't hurt. You may cry some tears. I'm not saying you may not cry those tears. You may get at a point of being a little depressed. I understand that. But you got to go ahead and cry that last tear. And for those of you, this is a good night. If you out tomorrow and you ain't got nothing to do, you could be your own company. The Lord is with you. Take yourself to the movie or something. You ain't got to hang with nobody. Just treat yourself sometime. That's what I have told some brother or women, most so women. Take yourself out sometime. You ain't got to be with nobody. Be you. The Lord is with you. Just take yourself out sometime. Like tonight is a Friday night. As I speak to you right now live. Tonight, Friday night. Treat yourself. Stop depending on those zeros. You better than what you think you are. So what the two stops I said before I get to the third stop? I said, stop thinking that the sun rise and shine on that person. Circle around. You got to stop that. You got to mentally stop that. Number two, you got to mentally stop thinking that you can't do any better. You can, brother. You can, sister. Let me tell you what happened. When that man and woman leave you, let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to elevate. Cheryl said, I need to treat myself because I put everybody before me. Yes, sister, go ahead and treat yourself. Sister and brother, believe me, when the wrong man and the wrong woman depart from you and reject you, it's a blessing because God is going to elevate you. And guess what? When God elevates you, my brother and sister, that man or woman going to see it. They can't help but to see it. Because they used to you, brother and sister, running after them. They used to you begging them to stay with you. They used to you trying to reason with them and they keep rejecting you. You keep trying to fix it, but they don't want to be fixed. You want to go to counsel. They don't want to go to counsel because they seeing you crazy. And they be gaslighting you. They be making it seem like you the problem when they're the problem. That's what a lot of these men and women do. They make it seem that you are the problem. How you doing, Sister Wood? Welcome to the dinner table. So stop it tonight. You can do it. As a matter of fact, as I speak to you right now, it's 9:30 p.m. and I'm not going to keep you long. It's 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you ain't got no work, if you ain't got to go to work and all that kind of stuff, and you feeling somewhat blue, go ahead, take a shower. I'm not telling you to go to no clubs and nothing like that. You ain't got to go. They still got some late movies or something out there. You can even take yourself to dinner. Do something for yourself. Be you. That man or woman does not care anything about you. Some of you let these men and women come in and out of your life. You let these people do that. They're coming in and out of your life. Some of you are taking care of these people and they're not taking care of you. Some of you are trying to take care of that man and woman mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. That's what some of you are doing right now as I speak. You got to cut all of those. You got to cut the mental part. You got to cut the emotional part. You got to cut the physical part. And you got to cut the finance part. You got to get through with these people because you are son and daughter of God the Most High. And the Lord Jesus is your Lord and he's your brother. The Lord does not want you to live below where you at. You are in the kingdom of God. So why are you trying to make something work with someone that's in the kingdom of darkness? And you see, Satan is controlling his son and daughter and they're tormenting you. That's what they are tormenting you. Now you got to go to a physical doctor, like Sister Flo. She put out there. Yeah, Sister Flo said, go into the Waffle House, lower the hash browns and onion mushroom. Sister Flo, I'm glad you said go to the Waffle House because I'm hungry. Once I get off here, I'm gonna call the Waffle House and get them to make me something to eat, and I'm gonna go get it. Cause she right there. I'm hungry right now. She knocked out. She is knocked out. She like this. I ain't no wake. I'm not gonna wake her up. I'm gonna go. That's right, Sister Cheryl. Yum yum. I'm gonna get me some Waffle House tonight. For those of you that's out there somewhere in the world, the Waffle House, they got some good food that hit the spot at the right time. Okay, and they know, and yep, they hit the spot at the right time. Number 3, stop thinking that God has forgotten about your desire to be in a healthy and successful relationship. That's right, Sister Cheryl. Cinderella, she playing Sleeping Beauty tonight. She back there knocked out. I'm gonna tell you why she knocked out shortly. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. Cause Cinderella, she got a big day tomorrow. She got a very big day tomorrow. And I'm gonna tell you about her big day. I'm gonna tell you about her big day tomorrow. So she getting her sleep in right now. She couldn't logs in her sleep. But anyway, stop thinking that God has forgotten about your desires to be in a healthy and successful relationship. As it is written in Genesis 50:20. Genesis 50:20. Genesis 50:20. It said, but as for you, you thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good to bring to pass as it is this day to save much people alive. So Joseph told his brothers them that. If you all know anything about Joseph, I'm talking about Joseph, one of the 12 sons of Israel. His brothers sold him into slavery. He ended up in jail by a lying woman, and he became the second most powerful man in Egypt. His brothers thought, since they sold him into slavery and their daddy Jacob or Israel died, they thought that Joseph was going to get some kickback out of them. They thought that long as their daddy Israel was alive, that Joseph wasn't going to do nothing to him. But when Israel died, they said, oh, he's going to get us now. But this is what Joseph told his brothers. Again, in Genesis 50:20 said, but as for you, you thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good to bring to pass as it is this day to save much people. Now check this part out. This go for you, brother, and this go for me. And you, sister, listen up. Those men and women, we could let it apply to this. The men and women that was in your life, when they leave out, and God start elevating you. Let me tell you, sister and brother, when you let that wrong person go and you shut off everything, when you shut off the supply, because it's about supply and demand, because they're going to eventually want to demand such a front, so you got to cut off the supply. We're talking economics now. You got to cut off the supply. So when you cut off the supply, guess what? God is going to cause you to, I put it this way, brother and sister. While that man and woman was tormenting you, you felt like how shall I say it? You felt like a caterpillar. That person had you thinking that you was a caterpillar. And while that man and woman caused you to think that you was a caterpillar, guess what? It was something in you that man and woman didn't see. Listen to me carefully. That man and woman of the world looked at you as a caterpillar. That man and woman was tearing you down with their words. That man and woman were emotionally abusing you. For some of you, that man or woman was physically abusing you. For some of you, that man and woman was ruining you financially. They were just messing you up. And like I go back to what Sister Flo put out there, some of you was on that Prozac. Some of you on Prozac right now. Some of you took some Prozac earlier today. And it didn't have nothing to do with nobody but that man or woman. They got you depressed. Tonight, take the top off that. Take it off. Stop depending on that Prozac, because you're dealing with a man or a woman of the devil. That's your problem. It's a spiritual thing. You think it's an emotion. You think that is a physical thing. It will bother you physically, because brother and sister, whatever you think or feel on the inside, it will mess with you physically. So my recommendation, it goes beyond the Prozac. It goes to the spirit. You need the Lord. You got to depend on the Lord at this time, because that man and woman, when they meant evil, they thought they stop you. But when God started, you see, you that caterpillar. And while that man and woman are doing it, you are getting yourself prepared. You getting yourself prepared. You're going up that tree slowly. And that man or woman that doing you like a dog, they don't see it. You climbing up that tree slowly. And you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna make up your mind, that's it. I don't want this no more. And when you make up your mind and say, I don't want this no more, how you doing, Sister Marsha G? I can testify to that. I was on antidepressant in my marriage, and my husband wanted me to be on them. As soon as I left him, I didn't need no antidepressant anymore. Thank you, Sister Marsha, for sharing that with me. So you are a caterpillar, my single brothers and sisters, and some of you married brothers and sisters, that when we go back to 1 Corinthians 7:15, it said, but if the unbeliever depart, let him depart. A brother or sister is not under bondage in such a case. God has called us to peace. So my married brother and sister, if that man or woman leave you, let them leave. You are a caterpillar, and you are a butterfly, and they don't see it. So you climbing up. When y'all say you climbing up that tree, you climbing out of that depression. You climbing out of them saying acid words to you. You climbing out of all that negativity of those narcissist men and women. You climbing out of it. So you get in a place where God wants you to be. And then what start happening? God start putting this cocoon around you, brother and sister. He start putting this cocoon around you. And when God start putting that cocoon around you, that man or woman, they don't understand nothing about the cocoon, because the cocoon is the spirit of God. You understand? It's the spirit of God. So that cocoon come around. So when that man and woman leave and start doing their thing because they think they got something going on, this is what happened. While you in that cocoon, you're doing you. While you in that cocoon, is you and God, my brother and sister. Is you and God in that cocoon. God is talking to your mind and soul right now. He's talking to you. Friday night, he's talking to you. You in that cocoon. And you're going to be in that cocoon for a little while, because you doing you. It's about you and God. It's about you and God right now, my brother and sister. So you in that cocoon. And then what happened? That man and woman don't see what's going on. But that cocoon around you, guess what happened? You're going to come out of that cocoon. And this what happened. That cocoon that you're around, it's going to be doing like this. It's going to be doing like that. That means God is getting you ready. God is getting you ready. So while you in that cocoon, my brother and sister, guess what? You are going through some tribulations and temptations and all kinds of stuff, because you was in that bad relationship, okay? So what's doing? So while you're in that cocoon, your wings are getting strong. And God got that resistance on you, because God is not ready to let you go yet. So God got that. So the cocoon is doing just like this, and you in that cocoon. And God is getting you ready, brother, for the right woman, for you to find the right woman. Sister, God is doing like this. You are like this. God is getting you ready for that man to find you. So your wings are getting strong and strong in that cocoon. And guess what? Then that cocoon start cracking open, right? And when that cocoon start cracking open, my brother and sister, you slowly start coming out. You don't rush out of the cocoon. You start slowly going out. So God is releasing you a little bit, because God have instilled in you peace. So when God instilling that peace in you, now you're about to be free. And you see, when you're about to be free, when you come all the way out of that cocoon, You are ready to fly because you are a beautiful, strong butterfly, my brother and sister. You are a beautiful butterfly. And when you start flying, my brothers and sisters, when you start flying, that zero, that dirty dog that left fleas on you, when they see you, they're going to see you flying. They're going to see you. They're going to see you on a flower, right? They're going to say, what? That's a butterfly. They're going to see you, the butterfly, brother and sister. They're going to see you. He going to see you, sister, and she going to see you, brother. They're going to see you on the flower. And then they're going to come up with a net. They're going to try to catch you because they didn't see that beauty in you. They're going to try to catch you. But get ready to maneuver and fly away. So when they get ready to do that net, because they're going to want to come back in your life. I'm telling you, they may not say it directly to you, my brother and sister. They may not say it. But when God calls you to fly, they're going to want to come back because they thought that stuff out there in the street was going on. But God elevating you and you flying, you're a beautiful butterfly, my brother and sister. You're a beautiful butterfly. And God keep elevating you and elevating you and elevating you. And then guess what? God gonna bring another butterfly. How you doing, Sister Nicole? God gonna bring another butterfly. So you all gonna fly together. It's a beautiful sight. And guess what? That man or woman, they're gonna see you with that other butterfly. Or I'm gonna change it around. You are an eagle, brothers and sisters. You are an eagle. You thought, listen to this carefully, my brother and sister. You thought that since you were walking around you were trying to make friends with some chickens, you got lost and you ended up, you looked at some chickens and you were lost. So you thought that you and some chickens could be friends, right? You noticed when you were with the chickens, my brother and sister, that you had different cravings than them. You noticed that they had wings, but they couldn't fly. Did you notice that, my brother and sister? They had wings just like you, but they can't fly. If they can fly, it ain't gonna be that much. They could just flap and go up a little bit, but they're gonna fall down. But you notice this, my brother and sister. You notice that you had wings too, but you could fly farther than them. And guess what? When they notice you could fly farther than them, they start getting jealous. They start getting envious. And then you know what? You, brother, and you, sister, you said to yourself, I'm an eagle. Because you know how you discovered your eagle? God sent another eagle. And that eagle said to you, why you are eagle. Why are you hanging with chickens? And you said, that's what they are, chickens? You said, yeah, they are chickens. You don't supposed to be with chickens. You supposed to be with us, eagles. What does eagle represent? Eagles represent Christian men and Christian women. Sister Lord, Phoebe Lord said, I was with one for 8 years. Prince Charming turned into Prince Alarming. Amen, sister. I like that, sister. Turned to Prince Alarming. So guess what? One day, you decided to soar. And when you went up, all those chickens were looking at you, brothers and sisters. Brothers, those chicken women, they were looking up at you, the chicken women. They were looking at you. Sister, those chicken men looking at you. They looking at you, sister. They looking at you soar. And you looking down on them. You're not cocky. You're not arrogant. But you belong up in the sky. They cannot be where you at. Why do I say that? Because eagles fly high. That's who you are, brother, and that's who you are, sister. You are an eagle. You're not a chicken. Eagles and chickens can't live together. Eventually, you know what? So they're gonna notice that you're an eagle, and then their attitude gonna start changing. Their attitude is always happening. I'm telling you, my brother and sister, when you are flying, whether you're a butterfly, eagle, while you're flying, they're gonna see you flying. They're going to see God lifting you up on wings. On the wings of God, you're going to be lifted up. And when God elevates you, my brother and sister, they will not be able to stand it. Some of them are going to get in contact with you and ask you why. Some of them are going to get in contact with you and say, can we get back together? You know why they're going to come back and say, can we get back together? And they're going to this is what they're going to do. You might get a random call from an old boo or boyfriend, girlfriend, or even your ex-husband, wife. You might get a call and it appear to be out of the blue. It didn't just happen then. They were thinking about you. They were thinking, excuse me, they were thinking that you were going to contact them, but it's over. Because you know who you are. As of tonight, you better know who you are. Brother, you better know as of tonight who you are. Sister, you better know of tonight who you are. You are daughter, son of God. So they're going to reach out to you. And when now you're going to reject them. And this is not no get back when I say reject them. You're going to reject them because you know more about who you are. You know who you are, why you here, and where you going. Most of the men and women that are going to try to reach back out to you, they're not going to grow. They're going to be going in the same circle. You could even go to the playground and they're going to be on the merry-go-round going circle to circle. That's all they're going to be doing. They're going to be at the amusement park on the merry-go-round. And that's how you're going to see them. They're not going to advance in life. It's going to be like they stuck in time. And then you know what's going to happen? If they don't see you directly, guess what? Somebody going to tell them about you elevating. And then they're going to check it out for yourself. Like, for example, don't let somebody call them and say, guess what? Brother, this for you. Guess what, brother? Guess what? Somebody tell the old girl, you need to see him now. He looking good. He looking good. He is looking good. He's doing something. With his life. And they're gonna be just listening. What? They're gonna say, yeah, he's doing this, he's doing that. He is blowing up. And then they're gonna check it out. And then they're gonna look. Brother, let me tell you this. When they looking, they try, you know what they're looking for? They're gonna see what you're doing with your life, right? And when they see that the Lord is elevating you, and this is another crucial thing that they're gonna be looking for, brother. They're gonna be looking for, do you have a senorita with you? That's what they're gonna be looking for. Do you have a senorita with you? And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do comparison contrast. They're gonna look at themselves in the mirror and they're gonna look at your senorita. What will really get them? They want the senorita in your life, brother, to look like the bag lady. That's what they want. But you see, if God happened to when God bring the right woman to your life, guess what? God may sprinkle the woman looking a little good. She might look a little good on the outside, but she's beautiful on the inside because she got cried. But God might sprinkle a little beauty on the outside. So she's not thinking about the God on the inside of the woman. She think about how the lady look on the outside. So she's going to be doing some comparison contrast. Do she look good? Now, if the lady don't look too good, she's going to say, that's the best he could do. But don't let God sprinkle some little sugar on that woman. They can't stand that, brother. They can't stand it. They look at themselves and they know they can say, that's all they're going to do. Because the woman not only does the woman look better than on the inside, she look better than them on the outside. And they can't stand it. They can't stand it. They're ready for you to be with a boo. That's what they want, a boo-boo. That's what they want you to look like. They want you to be with a woman that like that, brother. But you see what they don't know about that woman. When you found that woman, God brought that woman. She was wife ready for you. She was specially designed for you. You had a purpose in life. You had that gift. You came out of that cocoon. Your wings were, you was in that cocoon with the Lord, and your wings were getting strong, and God freed you. And then he brought this other person into your life. and she bringing into your life. She's an asset. She's not a liability like that lady that left you, that lady that disappointed you, that lady that was calling you all kinds of names, that lady that was hanging in the street at the clubs and all that, twerking and stuff like that, getting out on social media, just totally disrespect you, all that kind of stuff. But now she see you elevated. Then that phone rang. Hey, stranger. Hey, stranger. What you been up to? I've been thinking about you. Have you been thinking about me? She looking for a crack in the armor. Don't give it to her, brother. Brother, let me tell you something. When God elevates you and he bring the right woman to you, do not go back to that woman. You reject her. And when I say reject, I ain't talk about in no nasty way. When I say reject, thanks, but no thanks. What you can do, you could thank her. You could say, thank you for teaching me some things. That's all she did. She taught you some things. She taught you not to be with those type of women like she is. You're going to know these type of women. They want attention. Now she's going to go looking for attention. She could have been with that man, that other man, but they're not you. They're not you, because God elevating you. He's not elevating on me because she with the chickens. You the eagle. She's still with those chickens. You understand? She's still with the chickens. You the eagle. And then let me flip this around this way, sister. That man, he going to notice that you don't call him no more. He going to notice that you're not crying no more. He going to know those tears. He going to notice when you say something to him, it don't crack you up no more. He's going to be trying to push all kinds of buttons to see what irritates you. They used to work in the pad, but he noticed now, when he go out and stay out all night long and he come back and you don't say nothing like you used to, he going to wonder what's going on. Then he going to see you like this, sister. He going to see you like this. Especially married sister. He going to see you. He noticed that you start fixing yourself up more, and then you go out, and he gonna think you're going out to see a man. You don't even have to be going out to think a man, but that's how warped his mind gonna be, because he know he was putting fleas on you, that little dog. He knew that what he was doing to you, right? But you ain't even got to be with nobody. Just because he going through that guilt trip. That right to the floor, Marvin Gaye, what's going on? That's what he gonna be thinking about. What's going on? So that's what he gonna be doing. So he can't mess with you no more. He might even go in the cabinet and look and see the Prozac thing and the bottle empty. Or he might see it in the trash can. The trash can where he's supposed to have empty. And he see that empty bottle, he think you done took all the Prozac, but he just don't know you to flush it down the toilet. You did just like that. You said no more. No more of this and no more of him. You like my sister, one of my sister's favorite phrase when she was with this guy, and some of you have heard it before. My sister, she said that when she was with this particular guy, she said she told him, you look better going than coming. Now, you know that's some for a woman to tell a man, you look better going than coming. What man want to hear that? You look better going than coming. That's when a woman that cried that last tear. That's like what R. Kelly said, when a woman fed up, you ain't nothing you could do about it. And Kelly said that right. When the woman fed up, you ain't nothing to do about it. And they're gonna try, and then this is what these men gonna do. They're gonna hear that you with somebody, right? Now they want to know how deep his ATM machine is. They want to see what he does for a living. They're gonna also see how his style is, and they're going to be doing some comparison contrast. But men mostly look at what a man have than how he look. Now they'll look at how he look a little bit, but they want to know what's going on. Then they're going to want to match their pockets up against his. But what they do not know is it ain't about the other man's pocket. It's about the man himself. He treating you like you're a daughter of God. He treating you like you the queen that you are. And what he did not know, he did not treat you that way. So he gonna see you elevating, and then he gonna make a call, or he gonna text you and say, "What you doing? I've been missing you. Can we get together sometime?" You remember? Then they want to go down memory lane. Hello, many realtor. They want to go down memory lane and say what y'all used to do. You remember when we used to do that? What we used to, and while you listening to them, if you entertain, you're gonna be thinking, "Yeah, I remember when you used to put your foot up my rear end too. I remember when you used to talk to me that way. I remember this. I remember that." That's what you're gonna be thinking. They ain't no talk to you about that. They're going to talk to you about the good old early days. That's what they're going to talk to you about, my sister. But hey, you don't want to go that way, sister. You do not want to go this way. Because you see, let me tell you this. When God bring the right person to you, my brothers and sisters, he's going to bring the right person to you. That person will not be perfect, but that person will be right for you. And guess what? That person going to love you for who you are, not for what you have. A person that loves you, my brother and sister, he or she always love you for who you are, not what you have. You got to remember this, my brother and sister. It's not about, even Jesus made a statement, about a man could gain the whole world and lose his own soul. And Jesus also said this, he made a comparison with a man having stuff. Jesus said, what would a man give in exchange for his soul? That's what Jesus said. What would a man give in exchange for his soul? You see, the soul is more important than things. We came into this world naked, and if Jesus don't come, we're going to leave this world naked. No man or no woman goes out with anything that he or she have obtained in their lifetime. Like Denzel Washington said this. I don't know whether he's the originator of this, but he said this. He said he never seen a U-Haul behind a hearse. Just think about that. Denzel Washington said, I never seen a U-Haul behind a hearse. So what he was saying, whatever you got in here, the day you die, that's going to be somebody else's stuff. You can't take it with you. You understand it, my brother and sister? But let me tell you that all this, what I'm saying, my brother and sister, I know how you feel when it comes down to being in a relationship with the wrong person. Because guess what? I have walked down that dark valley before. I walked down the dark valley, my brother and sister. That's right, the dark valley. But you know what? But God took me out of that dark valley and he placed me on the mountaintop. Speaking of the mountaintop, you all remember me saying this earlier. She bet they'll sleep right now, like this. She got a big day tomorrow. You all want me to tell you what her big day gonna be tomorrow? We're gonna be part of my day tomorrow too. We going on a vacation for a week. Yep, we going on. You see, our wedding anniversary and her birthday was on the 9th. How you doing, Sister Brenda? Yeah, Sister Brenda said I call it with a bucket with a hole in it. You see, our anniversary and her birthday is October the 9th. Our anniversary and her birthday, October 9th. So we could not do a lot at that particular time on her birthday, but we had something planned. So I'm letting you, brother and sister, know you may not see me for a few days. Now, you may see me, but we're gonna hit the road. Now we're gonna hit the sky. We're gonna hit the sky. We're gonna land, and then we're gonna get on the ship. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit the sky tomorrow. Then we're gonna land. We're gonna get on the ship, and we're gonna go for a week. You may not see me at the dinner table during that week because I got to get Cinderella time. Now, if she go to sleep early, I might sneak and talk to you all for a while. That's if she go to sleep. Now, if she doesn't go to sleep, it's God, and then it's Cinderella, and then it's family. Okay, you all got to understand that it's God, it's Cinderella, and then it's you family. You all can understand the priority, right? But I just want to tell you that, and this is what I want to tell you, my brothers and sisters. Thank you all so much for being here with me at the dinner table. I really appreciate it because you all do not have to be here. Some of you, I see you all basically every time I come to the dinner table, and I really appreciate it, my brother and sister. You know what? I normally don't be on here on Friday night anyway. You know, normally on Friday and Saturday I don't be here. But I had to come here because I had to let you all know. Because I don't want you all wondering, he must be dead or something. What happened to Tony? What happened to Tony? Then you go to the book and you say, okay, he's still alive because he still got his face and Cinderella face, and he put these little the Toomer couple ministry. So he alive somewhere. I don't know where he at, but he alive. I wonder if he start doing that live broadcast. What happened? Why did Brother Tony start doing the live broadcast? You know, we used to have some good time at the dinner table, but I'll let you know now, my brother and sister, fly, land on the ship for a few days, okay? But I love you, my brother, and I love you, my sister. And Lord willing, if she go to sleep and I don't have nothing to do on the ship, if I don't have nothing to do, I might sneak out and say, "What's up?" But once I sneak out and say, "What's up?" I got to go back, you know, wherever if she ain't sleep. Because that woman, she go to sleep early. You all know what about Cinderella. That one right. Let me see. Right. Let me put it. Yeah, right there. Right there. You want me to tell you something? She go to bed. She go to bed and she get up early. There's not one rooster. I have told you all this before. There's not one rooster alive that could beat my wife up in the morning. There was only one rooster that beat my wife getting up in the morning. And that rooster, you know, when Jesus told Peter, you know, that you're gonna betray me thrice before the rooster crow, you're gonna deny me thrice. That's the only rooster that got up before my wife. Other than that, other roosters said, I could beat her. They always lose. There's not one rooster that could beat her up, get up in the morning earlier than my wife. While she up, she could get up early, I'll be knocked out because she's an early bird. But anyway, with that said, my brother and sister, I enjoyed you all. And guess what? If you, like I said, if you ain't got nothing to do tonight, remember what the topic on the menu, it said God will bless you when the wrong person leaves the relationship. If the wrong person leave you, remember what else I said? I said it may not make no sense, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing when the wrong person reject you and walk away. You see, some of you all think that what I'm saying is crazy, but it's a blessing. Some of you say, how can it be a blessing if somebody leave me and walk away? It's a blessing because God wanted you to leave that donut alone. Donut got a hole in it. God wanted you to leave it alone. And when that person left you, God came in. God been waiting. God been waiting. God been waiting. God been waiting. So, brother and sister, tonight, if you call yourself in a relationship and you don't have to go to work tomorrow, do something for yourself. Go ahead and cry that tear. You ain't got to go out with nobody. Sister, you ain't got to call your girlfriend because all they're going to do, most of them, they just want you to go with them so they could do the twerk and all that kind of stuff. And some of you brother, the other guy, they don't want you to do nothing but go get drunk and all that kind of stuff and be looking at, you know, trying to hold up another woman's skirt and all that kind of stuff. You don't want to do all of that, brother. So, brother and sister, do you tonight. You don't have to stay home and do Nick, flick, and chill. If you want to, yeah, but treat yourself. Like I said, you could go to a late movie or something. Some of you all, you think that you can't do nothing by yourself. Yes, you can. It's you and God. Do you for a little while if you're in a bad relationship until God prepare you for the right person. Because God always have that ram in the bush. All you have to do is cut ties with that wrong person, that unbeliever, let that unbeliever go, and let God be your God, and God going to bring that other person in your life, my brother and sister. You're going to be elevated, and that man or woman that didn't think you were anything, they're going to see that they missed out. They're going to want you. And let me tell you one more thing. I just keep talking. Let me tell you something. When God elevates you, my brother and sister, when they think that they can't get you, guess what? They're gonna start hating you. They're gonna start hating you, and then they're gonna start lying on you, and they're gonna make it seem like you were the problem when it was they're the problem. Because you see, they got to save face. So, brother, when you elevate that woman or women that you used to be with, they're gonna be talking behind your back, and they're gonna make it sound like you were the problem. But they are envious of that other woman that Jesus brought into your life. And they want it. They envy, they jealous. You know what the difference between jealous and envy? They jealous of her because your attention is on her and not on her on that zero no more. So they jealous. Then they envious because she's getting the blessing because God elevates you. And the same thing, sister. Guess what? It's the same thing. That man and that zero that left you or whatever, they're going to look at that other man. They're going to be jealous too. They're going to be jealous because this other man is paying attention to you and looking at you with love in his eyes, because he'll be able to see that man looking at my woman. It ain't his woman no more. Look at, and then you're going to be smiling because your heart going to be smiling, sister, and they're going to show in your face. Like what the name of that song? It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. You remember that? It's written all over your face. But it's gonna be written all over your face, and they're gonna be jealous because that man got your attention. They're gonna be envious because that man and you have elevated, and God is behind it all. So God will bless you when the wrong person leave you. Now it's time for me to go to the Waffle House. I think Sister Flo mentioned the Waffle House. Sister Flo, was that you mentioned the Waffle House? I don't want to wake Cinderella up. So I got to, and I'm hungry a little bit. I'm going to call the Waffle House and order. What should I order? The number one. I'm going to order the number one. Yeah, Sister Flo, yeah, she the one to the Waffle House. That's what your brother Toomer will do. Yep. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. Those of you that are on the book and those on the tube, like and make your comments. Those of you that are on the tube, hit that notification button. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And that's all I got to say. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. You all have a good night. And if I can't sneak and talk to you all, if Cinderella better go sleep, you all, I see you, Lord willing, I see you all maybe next Sunday night or Monday, okay? Because we'll be back, Lord willing, we'll be back next Sunday, I believe. Yeah. And I'll get with you all then, okay? I love you, brother. I love you, sister. You all have a good week. I love you. And take that little plate, that carry-out plate, because we can't leave it here. We don't want this food to get spoiled. Come on and get it. Come on, get it. Take your plate. Take your plate. I got the kitchen. I got the dinner table. I clean up. Go ahead and do you. Enjoy yourself this night and next week. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. Peace out.